Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here with my colleague, Senator Richard Burr, where for 2 years we have worked on the reauthorization of the Child Care Development Block Grant. I'm pleased to say that today we've overcome the cloture hurdle and we will be on our way to moving the Child Care Development Block Grant bill to the Senate floor for the first time since 1996. This is an important bill because it meets the compelling human need of many of our families. Families who want to work but need to find child care that is accessible, affordable, safe, and reliable. Now, the Child Care Development Block Grant Program is the primary source of funding for child care assistance by the federal government. States administering a program help low-income families gain access to child care that is affordable, has quality to it, and safety to it. What it is a voucher program that in this country serves 1.6 million children every single month. We have been working together on a bipartisan basis, reaching across the dome with the House. Senator Burr and I teamed up in the Health Education Committee. This shows that when we work together, we can really get great things done. It's not about the reauthorization. It's about, in a technical sense, it's about the fact that we know in our families, whether it's in Maryland or whether it's in North Carolina or throughout our country, child care is one of the biggest challenges that families face. In order for it to be available, in order for it to be safe, in order that it provide not the warehousing of children, but a path that leads for them to be school ready. Child care is also expensive. In many communities, child care can cost as much as $15,000 to $20,000 a year, almost the same tuition as going to a private prep school. This is the fact that we need to be able to help provide a federal subsidy to be able to enable people who want to work be able to get to work. Now, Senator Burr and I teamed up, and one of the first things that we said is that child care needs to be safe. We were sure to require comprehensive background checks. This was to be mandatory. Currently, only 13 states require background checks, and now it will be all 50. Second, we wanted to strengthen health and safety standards. Child care will be required to be sure that everybody working in child care knows first aid, CPR, how to deal with sudden infant death syndrome, and to be ready for any type of emergency. For example, what are you going to do if you're a child care provider and the tornado warning goes off? People will be trained for those who are caregivers. The other is that we wanted to improve quality, to be sure that the children have the right people with the right training to not only care for them, but to make sure that they were learning and school ready. At the same time, we did not want to have regulation that led to strangulation. In other words, pushing out the small child care provider. We were able, by working together in a common sense way, listening to people with experience from the child care community, as well as states who administer the program, as well as both faith-based and private sector entrepreneurs. By listening to the people, listening to parents, and listening to each other, we're going to bring a bill forward that everybody said could not be done. Well, we showed that it could be done, and I want to thank Senator Burr for his wise counsel, and also Senator Alexander, who provided great help, and Senator Harkin. But it is our hope and our plan that we will vote on final passage on Monday.